Hey everyone, welcome back to the AWI Review. I am your gracious narrator. Thank you all for joining us today. So I am recovering from being sick, still medicated, might possibly be a little snarky. I can't decide. You decide. The air conditioner is running in the background. We are in the middle of a heat wave here, and it is summer. Humidity is really, really high, and I don't want to melt. We might also get a thunderstorm. So if you hear any thunderous crashes, that's probably that. Could also be a cat knocking something off a counter or a tabletop because cats doing cat things. So anyway, today we're going to be reviewing Rubicon Model's new plastic Jeep in 1/56 scale. This is the cover art. It is very beautiful. Kudos to them. I am not doing an unboxing. This is going to be a review video because as you might see up on top here, and if I scoot this over, you'll see it even better. Single 1/56 scale plastic sprue. That's pretty much the entire kit. It's one plastic sprue, just like the R75. However, unlike the R75, this kit was a dream put together. Not only did it take me no time at all, really, it took me like, I couldn't believe it. I started assembling it, I was watching television, I looked down and it was done. It was like magic. So, real easy to put together, didn't have any issues. Well, that's not true. I had one single issue, and that was, if you look up here, you see how this connects? When I was putting the grill, and I'll show you in a second, on top of it, because the chassis connects to the grill and also the main hub underneath there. But this part right here didn't clasp over the grill correctly. I had to super glue it down, but I think that was a result of my particular kit. I don't think that's a design flaw for every one of these, so it's really minor. I'm just telling you about it out of the sake of being honest and fair, but honestly it was not that big of a deal. And with super glue it fixed it up real nice and easy. Get the heck out of there, box. And here's the finished product. You're probably thinking to yourself right now, hey, that's not a US Jeep. Well, if you're thinking that, good job. You can tell the difference between a US Jeep and a non-US, non-Jeep, non-US Jeep. Good God, medication, bad medication, or good, depending on your point of view. So, this right here is the Jeep from the box. A lot of the stowage pieces you're seeing on here are from me. They did not come with this kit, so rest your still heart. It is not Rubicon standard that you're seeing there. In fact, these are, I think, Warlord Games and Der Waffenkammer, whatever kits, which I'll review in another video, not this one. Point being, if you're looking at the stowage and going, oh, that looks really cool, well, it didn't come with the kit, so, you know, sorry about that. A couple other things didn't come with this kit. For example, this grease gun arm, that didn't come with the kit. These two Italian heads didn't come with the kit. This Lee Enfield rifle didn't come with the kit. And this guy right here, this whole figure didn't come with the kit. So, I realize that may sound like a lot of things didn't come with the kit. And if it sounds like that, that's because a lot of things didn't come with the kit. However, a lot of things did come with the kit, they're just not included on my assembly of this kit. And the reason why is I decided halfway through the build that I didn't want to build another Jeep because frankly I have 15 Jeeps from my American Army. What I wanted to do was build a Jeep that would fit with one of my other armies, and the only other allied army that I have is the Italian co-belligerent army that I've been working on for the past couple of months. Now, brief history lesson. Sorry if your eyes glaze over, I apologize. But if those of you who aren't familiar, in 1943, Italy signed an armistice with the Allies. They kind of usurped Mussolini's power, captured Mussolini, locked him away, and then signed an armistice with the British and the Americans, thereby ending their involvement in the Axis, or so it was thought. An elite group of German Fallschirmjäger, paratroopers, broke out Mussolini from his prison and returned him back to Germany, in which case he took over the northern half of Italy, which was still occupied by the Germans, And before you know it, Italy was engrossed in this huge civil war, which on one side had the Commonwealth and the Americans on supporting them, or rather, the Italians were supporting the Commonwealth and the Americans, and then the other side was Germany, supported by fascist Italians in black shirts and things like that. Those still loyal to Mussolini, and a lot of partisan fighting took place in the north as well. So this Jeep, apologize if your eyes are glazing over again, this Jeep represents the resupplied Italian army with Commonwealth and American equipment and gear. So a lot of the Italians that fought the Allies in America, the Allies originally kept a lot of their same equipment. They were just given, those, especially those frontline troops, were given American gear that they kind of mixed in with their old gear, and at the same time, some of them kept their other gear and just got new firearms or whatever. You know, the resupply was sort of very sporadic. So you see sorts of a lot of mixed units with mixed gear and things like that. So I've read. So what I've done here is I took a head off of a Warlord Games tank crew, and I stuck it on that for the Italians. And this arm right here, I snagged from like one of my other plastic kits for, I think it was like War Games Factory, like one of those old dark green plastic kits that are really hard to find these days. This is a Perry Miniatures tank crewman, this whole figure. This helmet also came from Warlord Games, and this Lee Enfield rifle came from the British infantry plastic set from Warlord Games. So the figure itself, the body and the legs and the arms, came from this kit, the Jeep kit. So this guy, the one arm and the whole body came from this kit. So I mixed and matched a little bit. So this is not, so technically this is not a review entirely of the Rubicon kit, but I had it. I wanted to do something unique with it. I figured, you know what? I'm not going to be the only guy on the interwebs reviewing this kit, right? Everyone's going to be producing the exact same kit. They're all going to be going with the U.S. Army or the Commonwealth version of this tank, and no one's going to do anything different. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing something different. This channel is going to stand out in some way, right, from the masses on the interwebs. So, excuse me. So let me just talk a little bit, and I apologize, this video is going a bit long, about the really versatile nature of this build. So besides it being easy, like I might have said already, like 10 times, to put together, there's a lot of different options to make this kit your own. You can build like 10 of these Jeeps, and all 10 of them are going to look different. That's the level of customizability that comes with this kit, because there's different machine guns, there's different places to put the machine guns, there's different ways to build the figures, there's different ways to attach various elements of this kit. I mean, you're not gonna have one Jeep that looks exactly the same from another when you build this, unless you want them to look like that. You can build them the same way over and over again if you want to, but that's again part of the strength of this kit. The detail on this kit is fantastic. It comes with this little, I mean, they must have done a lot of research. Rubicon, hats off for doing a lot of research on this. They knew about the filter gear for, you know, desert terrain, and they give you, this kit actually has really great pictures in their instruction manual to help you put it together, unlike the R75. Hint, hint, Rubicon. So yeah, I think that those of you out there who are looking for a plastic Jeep for their bolt action or Conflict 47 or diorama kit, this is where to go. Okay, if you want to build a nice scene with a Jeep running through, this is going to be your kit. If you want to put 10 of these on the table to support your infantry moving up for bolt action or Conflict 47, this is going to be your kit. There is no downside to this kit that I found. I think it's one of their best kits they put out in probably a better part of a year, besides their Sherman, which I think is probably still their best tank kit they've come out with, the Easy 8. So yeah, I think this is up there. And just so you have some comparison here, here's Warlord Games. This is their resin. You can see the resin on there. This is their resin kit for American paratroopers, and you can see this is actually taller, right? It's a little bit longer, but I mean, if you paint them up, you're gonna be able to field this right next to your Warlord Games Jeeps just fine. So, you know, I think that it's well worth your purchase. And for those of you out there still wondering, yes, I like this kit. Yes, I recommend this kit. Definitely pick it up. You're going to thank me for it. Promise you, you're going to thank me. All right, guys. Have a good one.